Hey guys, Cooper here, Diesel Power Products, and we're at the shop today with Ellison from SunCoast Transmissions. And we got a lot of blingy parts here that I know help put all the powers to the ground. Why don't you tell me about them?
Yeah, for sure. So like you said, I'm Ellison with SunCoast Performance. Blingy, shiny billet, that's the key word here. And what we're going to talk about today are our torque converters, as well as our billet SFI certified flex plate. It is rated to a 29.3 cert. And then our valve bodies. Now, what separates us from a lot of manufacturers is the fact that we do have our own billet piston with our torque converters.
Got that? You need a spotter.
If you've ever seen Cooper pick this up, he can't do it as fast as me. But so what we'll do is we'll take the damper on this billet piston. As you can see, it's much larger than the factory one. Not only do we go back with a new one and bolt it back in, but if you can see here, we'll actually go and weld the bolt to allow for it not to back out under any circumstances. Now that leads me into the next portion, which would be the cover. Our billet covers are not light.
I got you.
I need a big strong guy like him to help me move this thing around. It is a billet cover as well, which also on the inside here is where the lockup clutches apply. Obviously a bigger cover allows for better heat dissipation, more holding capacity, and less likelihood that the factory stamped, cover is not gonna take all that abuse. Inside all of this, you've got the pump and you've got the turbine here, and the billet stator. So we've got a variety of different stator options for all of our converters, whether you're looking for low stall, high stall, you got a big single charger, whatever you're doing it, I'm sure we've got a billet, again, stator option for you. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about here is in the triple disc torque converter world, they're known to rattle. And ours, I would like to think, don't rattle at all. And the reason for that is being that these are made right here in America. What we'll do is we'll go and actually measure each clutch tooth from every batch of clutches that we get, because they can vary 40, 60 thousandths, and we'll actually re-index our CNC machine to compensate on the machine process for this cover to allow for the tightest fit possible. And you can see it's not easy to get back in there because it's a tight fit.
Precision.
So yeah, that's the word for it. Moving along, we've got our valve body here. This is our 68 RFE tuneless valve body, also known as the Ducinti valve body, which I believe is a Latin American word for 200. Basically, it's a bolt-in replacement for the factory valve body, and it allows for us, with no transmission tuning, to hydraulically increase the pressure upwards of 200 psi. Up to, I think, 210 is what we've seen. This billet channel plate obviously helps offer some rigidity and prevent cross leaks within the valve body, and some other internal modifications done. Billet accumulator pistons, PR modifications in the pump half, which it also comes with, work to increase that line pressure. And with increased line pressure, what you'll see is extra holding capacity and clamping force on those clutches. When you have better clutches, you have more holding capacity, they're less likely to slip.
Less heat, less wear down, premature wear down from the heat caused and that friction from slipping.
Right.
That piece is almost too pretty to cover up with a trans fan.
Yeah, it's just like the flex plates. Obviously, these things are a pretty good work of art. This one, look at that. You see that?
What? Wow.
SFI certified again. So this is the billet flex plate for a 68 RFE, which is dual drilled to fit both 68 RFE and AS69. So we've got them from 07.5 to 18, and then you 19 plus 5th gen guys, we offer it with a 10-bolt crank. So it's also dual drilled for those trucks as well. Nobody likes pulling a transmission twice.
This is a no-brainer. When you've pulled the trans, it's a no-brainer to update that, especially with the amount of power you're going to be able to get to the ground.
Well, not only that, it's such a cost-efficient investment. If the factory one, say it were to strip out these holes like you were talking about earlier, it creates some damage. It'll shove the torque converter into the transmission's pump and ultimately wreak more havoc when, you probably wish you would have spent that extra $495 and gotten a flex plate. While it's out, it's 8 bolts, just do it. It makes the most sense.
I mean, trannies are really easy to get to anyway. One and done. That's what I say. If you have any questions about a trans build that you're looking forward to, check the link in the description or visit the website, dieselpowerproducts.com.